Hey guys, welcome back to Flying in Space with Planet Head. It is August 28th, 2023. Um, Continuing on my current run with the 30 minutes a day playing as a new character. If you want to know more about that or where it comes from, please feel free to check out the playlist in the description. It starts from the prequel to this and goes forward, and I'll kind of mention that each time I do one of these videos. Um, these videos are focused on 30 people who don't have a whole lot of time to play and showing you that you can have fun. If you're a returning player, it's mostly focused on you. I'm on day 7 here. I've done a couple of videos so far. I'm not going to do a video every single day, but whenever I have the availability, I will. Limiting these videos to 30 minutes. So let's see what we got today. Today we're getting a new frigate skin for my daily starter things. For the first 15 days you get these. So let's find out what we're going to get from that. A couple of different updates from yesterday. I kept referring, I guess, in the video it was pointed out to me in the comments section as the ship I was flying as the Wasp. It was not the Wasp. It is the Slasher. The Wasp is a drone, whereas the Slasher is the ship that I was flying. This Slasher right here. I'll apologize for that now, and I'll apologize for the future because I will constantly be making mistakes like that, but I will fess up to them when I do. These are completely off the cuff videos, so no real scripting. I kind of think about them maybe for about a minute or two before I start doing them, and then roll right into them. So we're going to go ahead and jump straight in. Couple of things I want to do today is show you guys where I'm at with my skills. While this is booting up, as you guys know, I am going to Fanfest this year. If you've watched any of the previous videos, each day I kind of show, I've never been overseas, so each day I show things either I've learned about going on this trip overseas for the first time, or maybe things that, videos or links that might be helpful to people to do this sort of thing. As I said, I'm doing this similar to if I was playing the game for the first time. So the first thing was yesterday, I found out that I'm going to need some really good waterproof boots. So I got those, showed you those yesterday. I'm not sure how long I spent on that. Second one, I got myself, I don't know if you can see it here. There it is right there. The socket conversion for going from United States plugs to your European plugs. Never really knew a whole lot about this. I knew I had to do it, so I did some research. This is a European plug, this is a United States plug, and then there is a different plug for the UK, or at least Britain. I don't know if it's for everything there. So I got a special deal. I got 2 of them. I really only needed 1. I don't have a whole lot of electronics that are going over with me other than my laptop. But that's what I got. So this goes into the suitcase that I'm slowly building on my way. That said, if anybody's going to FanFest and you want to hang out, please let me know in the comment section. I will talk to you then. More to come on that as I learn more. Need a drink of coffee. Now let's get into playing. So you can't see it, but below here on the bottom left, I've got my chat area where my face is. You can't see it, and always pops up with a rookie area, so I'm going to remove that out. Let's take a look at the skills. And then I'm going to do something completely off the cuff. I'm going to go for a travel run out to actually NPC Nullsec, see if I can make it there. If not, I'll carry it over to the next video. The only reason for that is my main character, Pilgrim. He's living out there, and he's got a bunch of junk that he's not using that I might be able to pawn off onto my current character. Even if it is only a frigate or a destroyer or something along those lines, I know I've got some extra gear like clothing and stuff like that I can give them that I've picked up. I think I've got some skins too. So let's go ahead and close that out. Got my little, now this is not a wasp, it is the slasher. Here's an ironic part. This is just completely ironic. I was calling this a wasp yesterday, then went to go work on cleaning out my garage, and got bit by a wasp. I'm not kidding. Right on the bottom elbow. Got bit by a wasp. Then came back up 30 minutes later and found that I had been calling this ship the Wasp, where it was actually the Slasher. So maybe I got slashed by a wasp. I don't know. But it's kind of ironic that that popped up. But we got our Slasher here. I'm not going to use my new Thrasher yet. Not Thrash, is it? Yeah, Thrasher. That was given to me by finishing off... oh, no, it's not a Thrasher. It was a Rifter. I got a new Rifter. Not going to use that yet. I'm going to make this run out to Nullsec today, and then come back and pick up the Rifter and maybe start doing some missions or some other things. So, before I leave, let's check out the skill plans. I have never, like I said in the last video, never used these skill plans before. And I've still got a little bit of space to go here on the Air Minmatar Enforcer. Let's show what I have left here. I've got motion projection and motion weapon upgrades still for this one. So I've got about 16 hours left on that. So by tomorrow, the Air Minmatar Enforcer will be finished, and I'll be moving on to the Minmatar Mission Runner skill base, which is a little bit longer. That'll be another, it's a day and 12 hours, so not too long. So we'll pump that in there tomorrow, and I'll probably do a video for that because I have tomorrow off of work. I'm really wanting to see if the skill plans progress. I don't think they do, but I might be wrong with that. But these are obviously, if you pull these skill plans up, they give you, it's kind of neat, they give you ideas of flying a Tech 1 Minmatar frigate, and then the Thrasher Minmatar Enforcer gives you a fit that you can possibly set up once you get all this set up. But I want to see if these progress into the next skill plans. Do they go on to a cruiser level, or do they just end? I haven't done a whole lot of research on this, and I'll probably have an answer for you tomorrow unless you want to fire it off into the comment section. But I want to see if that actually happens. So, but we're going to go on to the mission runner next. So what I am going to do now is start on my trek out to NPC space. Got about 22 minutes left, so there's a good chance I might be able to make it out there. And I love actually doing this. It's one of my more favorite things to do is flying. This is going to sound crazy, but I love flying through low in nullsec as an alpha without the bonuses of having really good skills or having a cloak. I like testing myself this way, and when I do this, it actually helps for the future because I can drop some save spots and things like that. So even if I do die, there's a bonus to it, and I'm really not risking a whole lot. So the area that I want to go to is out in Curse. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull that up here. And I want to go to a system, I know it starts with YK, so, or in that general area. Oops, I need 3 characters. YK TAC. You know, I start talking to you guys. She was outside. God, I'm sorry, you got it. She's the cutest dog in the world. I'm sorry. And she's back. Hello. Hello. We just played. We threw the ball around, and then we threw the knotted rope around inside. And then you got to eat. I got you a chew toy, and I have another chew toy for you later on. We'll get you some ice. So I need some Eve time. Okay? gonna have to start closing that door. I don't wanna. All right, off. Good girl. So, if you would like to see more of Maya, please let me know. If you'd like to see less of her, please let me know. And I won't change. She's just going to show up. She's just going to show up. So I know that the system, I think it's YK TAC. And I'm pretty sure it is in YK, or is it YKE? I think it's YKE. Is that it? Show that info. Yep, it's in cursor. Whoa, that's 20 jumps away. Okay, we need to get our roll in here. Set. Boom, 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 boom. All right, let's get going. I thought I was closer because I'd started off in Minmatar space. Do I have everything on me? I don't really need a whole lot for this. Got some guns. How about my fit here? This is all the free stuff they gave me earlier, so I'm really not taking a chance. Yeah, I still got a bunch of gaps there. All right, then we'll come back and we'll hang out. So let's undock. And as I'm going, maybe if I see something, it'll be important. If not, I'll tell you guys about some other stuff that's come up. Let's just go ahead and get jumping here. Whee! I'll go ahead and minimize the... Oh, no, I don't want to minimize that because if I lose my video, I don't want to. So, some other things that have happened. I did complete the transfer of my corporation over to this character. And my main character, let's just pull him up here. Just give you guys some... There we go. We're going to keep on jumping. We're in high sec. We don't really have to worry about a whole lot. Somebody wants to kill me here in my $500,000 ship. Okay, so my main character is Pilgrim. Pillgrimm. That's kind of funny. So this is him here. There's a Pilgrim and a Pilgrim. Wow. Well, this is me here. I was kind of surprised that there were so many people who have a similar name. That's weird. I know a lot of them are normally like this, but this was just kind of strange. This is my character, my main character here that I play. Ooh. Advance Amar. Nope, if I pick it up, I get in trouble for that. Okay. So this is my main character. And I'll throw some bio stuff in here for him at some point. This is the character that I play most of the time. If you're ever to contact him, please feel free. I am going to bring this up for quite a while. Maybe throw it at the beginning of the videos. I did join a new corporation. Just not on a whim, but just to try something new. If you've ever watched a lot of my videos, most of them are done solo. I've played mostly solo for the last 2.5 years, and I've enjoyed it. But there's a part of me that says you need to be this is a social game, and I'm social through my videos, but I want to be more social within the game. So I didn't just randomly kind of choose a corporation to join. I thought about what do you want to do, and I didn't want to join something that had already been around. I wanted to help a new corporation that was starting, then how do you find that new corporation, that sort of thing. And so I've joined a corporation called the Vulcan Project. Now, whenever I first started looking at them, there was about 6 members. Now they've got 22, including myself. Now, part of that is there's a... let's go ahead and jump here. While I'm talking here, I'm just jumping. It's the same person with multiple characters. So my general impression is there's probably including myself, 5 to possibly 10 people who have joined the corporation, but all those other people have at least a couple of alts within the corporation, but it's slowly growing. Um, and so if you're interested in checking it out, please feel free. Um, I asked my CEO yesterday, he has some plans for long term, but I said, well, if you were wanting me to say something about the corporation right now, what would you say? And he said, basically, they're focused on production um, and producing um, ships so that they can go out and shoot at things down the road. Now, I'm not a production guy, you know that, but I do want to get down the road. I do create my own ships versus scavenging out there. So, but I want to help them any way I can. Especially, it is somewhat new player friendly. So I'm ready to roll with that. Um, and I think it's based around Dodixie and HiSec right now. So, if you're interested, please feel free. It's called the Vulcan Project. Um, I should probably turn off that Edencom question there. But that is where I will most likely be most of the time. So if you ever want to contact me in game, please do it through my character Pilgrim. Um, like I said, with this character, I'm only on for about 30 minutes each day, but I will keep honest with that. Now, since I've got just a few more jumps here to go, I'll give you some of my thoughts for the future. Um, Things that were brought up to me, I've talked about in the last couple videos. Limiting the videos to 30 minutes a day um, is kind of cool because it makes me try to compact as much stuff to do at one time. Also promotes people who don't have a lot of time to play. So obviously, I'm not going to be getting into a whole lot of industry with this character. Down the road, I could possibly look into some planetary interaction, but I would have to be a an Omega character for that, which I will do at some point in time. Um, but that would create some passive income for this character that's working while I'm not playing. Other things that I get into is PvE or possibly some PvP roams or things like that. Um, but mostly focused on going forward PvE for at least the general next sections, or um, only because um, it's quick, it's easy, and I can maybe get into some abyssal space stuff, and do some weird stuff out here. Um, doo, doo, doo. So we got about 5 jumps to low sec with 18 minutes left. So we're down to 12 jumps total. If you notice over here, I've got, once I get into low sec, then I've got about 5 jumps in Curse. If you don't know much about Curse, just a general overview. Curse is an NPC nullsec area, meaning it is nullsec, but it cannot be owned by player characters. It's owned by corporations, the areas. And there are NPC stations out there, a lot of them actually, for that area. Other things that are important for it are it doesn't have any regular asteroid belts. It has the one asteroid belt in every single one. It's not really an asteroid belt. It's just a place setting. Um, I call it that. It doesn't have any mineable ore. So if you're looking to go out there and mine regular asteroid belts from the list, they're not going to be there. You can do if you're a miner, you can go out and mine the cosmic anomalies. Um, but to do so, most often than not, you've got to shoot and kill some decently powered NPC rats that are out there to open it up. So it's a little bit more skill-based mining operation than doing high sec. And there is no tritanium out there. If you want tritanium, you're going to have to get it from high sec. Um, On another note, while you're out there killing rats and things like that, you can find higher level anomalies. You can also, when you do go to that one asteroid belt, um, you can. Whoop, we're going income. Yeah, fine. Uh, you can blow up battleships and battle cruisers on pretty regular basis, so you can get some good bounties off of that, and you can do some larger sized cosmic anomalies in an area that isn't owned by another alliance or corporation. They may be hanging out there, but they don't own it, so you can dock up if you need to. There's a lot of different ways of living out in these areas. I'm almost to my low sec jump in point. We've got about 9 minutes to go. So, in general, if you're ever looking to go to NPC nullsec, some really good ones are, you've obviously got Curse, where I'm going now. You've also got Stain. Syndicate is out there. A little bit more populated, both of those are, than Curse, because I think they both do have regular asteroid belts. And then you've also got the Great Wildlands. And then there are some other regions that, whatchamacallit, they uh, have sections of it as NPC null space. The whole area might be, the whole region might be available, or like 90% of the region might be available for being owned by player corporations or alliances, but they may have a small section of systems in that region that are available, are NPC. Like, and I'll give you an example. If you check out, I think it's Domain, they have, let's not ask me about Edencom ever again. They have um, an area in there, even though it's completely owned by the largest corporation, or I guess corporation or alliance, Goonswarm. They actually have a section of it that's domains, that's NPC nullsect. So, okay, we can talk about that a lot more. We're going to have the fun part here. We have about 7 minutes left. It's at 22:20. Now, here's the interesting part. I got to figure out, I'm about to go into low sec, into Mifrida, and then I got about 5 jumps after that. I got 2 jumps in low, and then 5 jumps in NPC nullsec. Ways I like to do to see if this is worthwhile to do right now. I like to pull up the in-game map. Now, you can pull up Dotland too, but I like to use the in-game map if I can. And then I like to do a choice of, now this is automatically set up on my other account, so I got to remember how to do this. I think we've got geography and statistics. If I go in here on the drop down, and there should be one average pilots in space, and then average pilots docked up, jumps in the last hour, ships destroyed in the last hour. Now this is an average. Oh no, I'm sorry. This is a number, but it might point out to me if there's any gate camps out here. So I'm going to hover over each one of these. I got nothing there and there. Now this is the big one. When you go from, oh wait, see right down here. So notice if I hover over Mifrida, nothing. If I hover over Sandaya, nothing. Then at my jump, at going from low sec to high sec, that's where it can get a little bit interesting, because on this end, and there a lot of gate campers are usually at spots like this. They can be, because you're going from a low sec system into a null sec system. On this side of it, there is not a gate guns that can shoot you off of there. Now, some people do gate camp the low sec areas, going from high sec to low sec, but they just have to be able to take out the guns or take the damage from the guns while they're sitting there. We're going to go ahead and jump through, because we got, and maybe if there is a gate camp here, and if you notice when I hover over here, it says 1 ship has been destroyed in the last hour. If I go to the next system, we've got 1 ship, and then in Hemlin, 2 ships destroyed in the last hour. So there is a chance that there is a gate camp through each one of these. Even in the low sec areas, there's always a chance. This is just They could have set up a gate camp in the last 15 minutes or so in any one of these spots, or they could have left. Or there could never have been one. It could have just been somebody who shot somebody else. But we're going to see if we can go through here because it really doesn't hurt us. It's just going to send me back home. I'm going to pick up my free thrasher. So I'm going to go ahead and it'll just show up on my kill board, you know. And everybody in my corporation will be mad at me. Oh, wait, I'm the only person in my corporation. Okay. No. Oh, I do not. Ooh, this is the second one. Take your local. Now, you can do this any way you want to. My favorite thing to do is to take local and stick it up here right in the middle. Now, I'm going to fix that here in a second. I'm going to warp to a random planet. Be safe. And I'll explain what I'm doing here in a second. And that was completely wrong. Okay. Control L. So I just saved a save spot in here, and it's a wrong save spot. Is it Control L? Shift L?
Autopilot engaged. Autopilot
Whew,
disabled.
that was close. Okay, I'll have to look it up. There's a way. What I normally like to do with my main account is to, number one, have the local area up here. Now I'm going to make this smaller. Where is it there? Why can I not? Member list. Show compact list. There we go. Okay, got everybody on here. I have not spent any time configuring any of this so far. The second thing that I want to do whenever I'm in low sec, I was spending too much time talking earlier, is have my directional scanner up. So we're going to remove that off. Put that there. Directional scanner. Now I could put this anywhere. I'm going to stick it down here. I have to have it in a spot that you guys can see it. So we're going to throw it over here. There we go. And I'm going to hit my hotkey for V. And it's going to directionally scan. I need to get my area down. So what I'm doing now is we're going to see if there's any combat probes out shooting for me. Now I've only got 2 minutes left. So let's go see. Well, so much more to set up here. Wow. When you've only got 30 minutes, this goes pretty quick. I want to get shot. I'm going to say that right now. I'm not doing this the right way. I'm doing it the dumb way. I want to show you guys if there was a gate camp after I looked at that map. So what I'm doing right now is I'm flying through and I'm descanning. Now there's a Fortizar out here by somebody, so that's kind of interesting. Oh, there it is right there. Okay. I'm going to jump into the next system, and then the next gate that I jump through, I've got a minute and a half. The next gate that I jump to, there we go. We got nobody on gate. So I'm just going to jump straight through it. Now I can kind of do this right now and kind of not. I should, as you watch me more and more, I'm going to show you the worst way to do this. I'm jumping gate to gate right now. I can get caught by some area effect damage in low sec. I could also be figured out that I'm flying through, but here we go. This is the important part. Jumping through. Is there a gate camp on the other side here? Now, in future videos, I'm going to try to show you guys better ways to do this. This is the worst way that you can do it. Jump through. Quick look. You always want to look on grid. On grid. I got nothing on grid here for me right now. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to warp to a random planet. 100 off of it. I'm going to hit Control B. I'm going to save a safe spot to the gate that I'm currently at, which is the Zendaya gate. There we go. So I just created a save spot somewhere in this system that is close to the Zendaya gate. So whenever I go to leave, if I am able to survive this, if I go to leave, I can at least warp to. Let's go ahead and locations, safe Zendaya, warp 100 off of it. There we go. So no matter what, if I die in half of a second by somebody catching me, uh, it's not going to happen that fast. But I have accomplished something. I've created a safe spot that the only way somebody can find me now is if they combat probe me down. There's a tiny chance, a very, very tiny chance, there is a way to do it a little bit differently, but very few people know how to do it, or is it, and it's really hard to do. Maybe someday I'll go over that. I've never actually been able to successfully do it. But unless you've got combat probes, you can't get to me right now. That said, I just went over 30 minutes for the video. So next video, tomorrow, I'll continue my trek. We'll look at um, the new career skill path that I'll be going on. Also, I'll show you guys flying a little bit farther in NPC nullsec without having a cloak or things like that. And maybe I'll go through another couple other things. This has been really fun. And then what I'll do is I'll pick up a few things while I'm out there and then fly back home if I can make it. And then I'll jump into a Rifter and fly that around for a couple of days. And then we'll move on to the Thrasher and see where we're at with everything and watch our skill base go. But obviously, having a lot of fun, 30 minutes a day. This is kind of cool. Other than that, that's all I got for today. If you guys need anything, please comment in the comment section. Fire off a message to me as Pilgrim. But that's all I got. So fly safe, fly dangerously, fire off if you want. I will talk to you soon. Have a good one. Bye-bye.